What's going on, YouTube? It's the Beast Gaming, back with another episode of the Pokemon HeartGold Let's Play. In the last episode, we got to Goldenrod, getting through Ilex Forest, and adding our third team member, Heracross. I did some training in between episodes, like I said I would. I got Heracross up to level 15. That way, we can immediately get into the gym on this in this episode, I should say. So first things first is going here, and we have to do this questionnaire. Answer 5 questions correctly in a row to win a radio card. When you load it into your Pokegear, you will be able to listen to the radio anytime, anywhere. Would you like to try our quiz? Yes. First question. Can you check the town map with the Pokegear? Yes. Obviously you can. You are correct. The second question. Nidorina can only be female. True? Yes, because the male version is Nidorino. The third question. The Pokeball creator uses apricots as ingredients. No, it's apricorns. You are correct. The fourth question. It's impossible to use a team on Magikarp. That is true. Only learns 2 moves, Splash and Tackle. Wow, I have only one more question to go. In Professor Oak's popular show Pokemon Talk, he is on with Marie. No, I don't pay attention. I was spamming A and clicked the wrong button. So, let's go. I lied. That's a lie. I just clicked yes because I wasn't sure. So let's go read through these questions. Yes, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah. And then one more. So Marie, no. You got it. Congratulations. Here's your prize, a radio card. Gold can now listen to the radio with the Pokegear. Wow, you did it. I thought the answer to the third question was surely apricots. Oops, it's time to get back to the gym. So that, excuse me. So that was the gym leader, Whitney. So now that she is no longer here, if we would have went to the gym, we pretty much just would have been told that she's there. And then you have to do that quiz to make her go back to the gym. So let's get right into it. Yo, champ in the making. This gym is home to normal type Pokemon trainers. I recommend using a fighting type Pokemon. And that's why the Heracross pickup honestly is huge that you can get him right before. Now, I know he doesn't have any fighting type moves right now, but he will learn one very soon. Oh, you're a cutie. You are a cute little trainer. I like you, but I won't hold back. So, Heracross should learn his first fighting type move at level 19, if I'm not mistaken. It should be, I think he learns Brick Break, which is one of the better fighting type moves, and it'll move we learned. As you also saw, he learned Aerial Ace while I was training him up in between episodes. So now we have Aerial Ace on him, which is not a bad move. It is a move, if I remember correctly, it is 60 base power, but it never misses. It always has 100% accuracy. Well, not 100%, it just never misses. It's always going to hit. You can be hit with sand attacks until your accuracy can't be lowered anymore, but Aerial Ace is still going to hit the target, because that's just how the move is. So we'll just use it here. Sorry, I had a coughing fit there. So we beat the first gym trainer. And let's continue on. Obviously, I got, like I said, Heracross trained up. I didn't want to get him super high leveled because I didn't want to over level him before the gym, and I knew we had the gym trainers to battle, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity to continue his levelment. Is that a word? Levelment. Continue his growth in levels and continue to grind his experience. Continue to grind him some experience. So we will continue to take on these trainers, as this one has 2 Meowths. It uses bite, crit, not very effective though, as the fighting typing does resist dark types moves. So there's that. We'll continue to use Horn Attack here and take down this Meowth. Level 16 for Baki, Heracross. He has a ridiculously high physical attack stat at this point too. Like, if you look at it, like, his attack stats already at 52. Obviously, Heracross doesn't evolve, so it's a fully evolved Pokemon, so its stats are going to be higher than others. But like, you look at Zubat, who is a higher level and a physical attacker, but it's like there's almost a 30 point difference in their physical attacks, which is like, yeah, I'm comparing. It's a non-evolved form, a 1-stage form versus a non-evolved Pokemon, but like it's still like ridiculous. It's crazy to think about stat wise just how good Heracross is and how early you can get him in the game, honestly, with it being only after the second gym you can pick him up. So we will continue, like I said, battling the gym trainers here. I don't know why I keep coming back to that, but that's what we'll do. Useless XP grind. Not useless, but useless trainers in the fact that they cannot stop us. That's what gym trainers are supposed to do. They're supposed to stop trainers from battling the gym leader. But they can't stop us, because we are just too stinking good. Just gonna run them back around this way to battle this gym trainer. Now, as many of you people know, Whitney is a very difficult gym battle, as her ace Pokemon is kind of a wall in most playthroughs of this generation. Most people have a very difficult time battling her. So it's gonna be interesting to see how we go and fare against her. Not gonna use an awakening here or anything, because it doesn't really matter. We'll go hill up before we take on Whitney after this trainer battle. Was hoping to be closer to the level cap going into Whitney's fight. It looks like we'll be around 17 would be my guess. Probably after this trainer we'll be about level 17, which is about 2 levels off of the quote-unquote level cap of 19. But that'll be fine. If we need to, I could do some training real quick that you guys won't have to sit through if I decide to do it. But I think we should be good even at 17. So I'm gonna go heal up real quick, and I will catch you guys back here ready to fight Whitney. All right, and we are back here in the gym. I've healed up, and we are about to take on Whitney. Let's get into it. Whitney. Hi, I'm Whitney. I saw you at the radio tower just now. Everyone was into Pokemon, so I got into Pokemon too. Pokemon are super cute. You want a battle? I'm warning you, I'm good. So this is Whitney. Gym number 3. She has 2 Pokemon. She leads off with the Clefairy. Ugh. I don't know why that was such a tongue twister there. I'm just gonna Horn Attack the Clefairy. It is level 17, same level as us. Clefairy used Mimic, which copies the move we just used. Oh, it's got Cute Charm too. Ooh, Metronome. Metronome is a move that allows a Pokemon to use any move at random. So every move in the game is just in a pool that is randomly, and the game randomly selects one move out of every move in the game for it to use. Whitney uses a Super Potion. We are in love. Do a Horn Attack, get it off luckily. See if we can get another Horn Attack off. We are immobilized. Nice. Luckily, Clefairy doesn't do much damage. Get our Horn Attack off there. Leave the Clefairy on about 1 HP. It metronomes into submission, which misses. We're gonna Horn Attack again. Hopefully, let's hit, and we do. Nice. In her second Pokemon, and Ace is Milk Tank. Now this one can be scary. Hey, just one left, but I ain't losing. So Milk Tank here is very scary, as it is a Pokemon like Heracross that doesn't evolve, has good stats. It also has a move called Milk Drink, which allows it to heal itself a fairly good amount. I'm gonna go into Oddish and sack our Oddish so I can have a clean switch in without having damage dealt to one of my other Pokemon. Probably not per se a move we normally would do, but since we have it, let's do it. I'm gonna go for an Ember. We flinched. I think I'm actually gonna go for hopefully some smoke screens to lower Milk Tank's accuracy here. Hopefully we can get some misses from the Milk Tank on 1 HP. Cool lava here. Gonna do another switch. I'm gonna go into Duskwing. Good grief. Wing attack. So just roll out. Luckily it misses. Poor me. Tank goes for roll out again and misses. A little wing attack again. Let's go for Roost. She goes for stomp and misses. Nice. We'll go for Roost and heal ourselves up a little bit. And then continue with our wing attacks. Milk Tank hits a stomp. So I'm trying to not use potions in my gym battles, or in battles in general. I like to hold myself to that standard of not using them. I know the game allows like the important battles of like gym leaders and rivals to use potions, but I tend to try to avoid them to make the game a little more difficult on myself. I think it's a good change of pace for myself as Milk Tank continues to hit stomps. It's like we are going to lose the first attempt of this battle. And we do. So, fortunately, we lose that one. I will cut to when we are back in front of Whitney, ready to try for the second attempt. All right, guys, we are back talking to Whitney. Got healed up, just going right in for the second battle. No training in between battles or nothing. I kind of got another strategy that I would like to use. I'm still leading with Heracross. I think once the Milk Tank comes in, I'm gonna immediately switch to Helios the Quilava and go for a smokescreen strategy against the Milk Tank and just try to get as many of those off to lower the Milk Tank's accuracy. Hopefully that works out. Some people might find it a little cheesy, but it's one I'm gonna go with. The moves are in the game, obviously, for those reasons. So that's what we're gonna do. Here is a Clefairy using Metronome and gets Bug Buzz. Crits, but it's not very effective. If we cannot be immobilized by Love, that would be very nice. Clefairy's Cute Charm ability is what causes that. And what that does is if the Pokemon are of opposing nature, it makes the Pokemon fall in love and can be immobilized, which doesn't allow them to move for a turn, obviously. So we're just gonna immediately go into Helios here and go for their smoke screens. Get hit with a stomp, and of course it crits, dude. Of course it crits. Milk Tank goes for rollout, which is super effective. Didn't think it'd do that much damage right off rip, but it does. This has been an unlucky battle this second of time through, and rollout is a move that grows in damage as it continues to hit. So that one did a lot of damage, as it'll hit here again. It's low accuracy, similar to moves like the powders, Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, stuff like that, Poison Powder, where it's a low accuracy move, but if it hits, it does do damage, especially as it hits more and more. Like I said, as it builds up said damage. And this one was not good. Not a good attempt. That crit really kind of hurt us in the long run. I will cut back to the third attempt. All right, we are back for attempt 3, going right in for it again. I still think the smoke screens strategy on the Milk Tank will work. I think it just needs some like fine tuning to figure out the best way to get into the smoke screens, as we immediately get hit with Cute Charm, which sucks, but it is what it is. Metronome and Growth, which raises its special attack. Not a good move for Clefairy, as it's more physical. And we're immobilized again. Sweet. And Metronome does Foresight. Luckily not an attacking move. Metronome is, I mean, it's hit or miss with Metronome. You get a bad move or you can get a very good move. I've had metronomes that have pulled crazy moves. Like legendary only moves. I think I've had a playthrough of this game where the Clefairy pulled what's the move? Ho-Oh's special move. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But it's like special fire type move, only Ho-Oh learns it. I literally had a playthrough where Clefairy used metronome and got that off. But did good to get the Clefairy down. Obviously didn't take much damage thanks to metronome. I think I'm gonna stay in though right now with Baki and just try to get off like horn attacks. Milk Tank has a track, so we fall in love again, similar to the Clefairy thing, but does not affect us there. Crazy that Milk Tank is faster than my Heracross too, and there's a crit, great. But it's kind of crazy to think that the Milk Tank, like I was saying, is faster than some of my Pokemon. It's like Heracross is not a slow Pokemon. It's faster than my Quilava, which Quilava is actually a fairly fast Pokemon for this point in the game. So it's crazy to, it's really crazy to think about. I'm gonna continue with the smoke screens. Got hit with another attract. This kind of stinks. Not a big fan of attract and cute charm myself, just because it's there. Like I'm not big on some of the more like moves like attract and smoke screen. Like they're nice when you have them, but a burn, if we can get a burn on one of these embers, that'll also be very useful. And there it is. Oh, I forgot about her Lumberry. Oh crap, I forgot about that. I was gonna say a burn could be very nice as Helios goes down. She does have a super potion still to use. I don't know if she will use it. The AI might not use it. If we can get a crit here, well, she'll probably use it here as she does. So there's that. We'll just continue to wing attack and hopefully she misses her attacks and everything. So but it's a lot of damage. I think one more wing attack knocks out, and it does. Nice. So we get through Whitney's gym. Only took 3 attempts, but honestly kind of less attempts than I was thinking it might have took. Wah, sniffle, hick, you meanie. So yeah, she's crying now. Sore loser a little bit. Oh no, you made Whitney cry. It's okay, she'll stop soon. She always cries when she loses. Sounds like a baby to me. Sniff. What do you want? A badge? Oh right, I forgot. Here's the plain badge. Gold received the plain badge. Nice. Lets us use strength outside of battle. Oh, you can have this too. Obtain TM45, which is attract. I will not be giving it to any of my Pokemon because I'm just not a big fan of attract. It's attract. It makes full use of a Pokemon's charm. Isn't it just perfect for a cutie like me? That's right. I heard this thing called the Pokeathlon Dome is now open right next to the national park. You should go try it since you're so good at battling with your Pokemon. So now that we beat Whitney, we can continue on. Going to go heal up, and I will see you after I heal, and we will continue on with I think we're gonna be adding our 4th team member. I got to look at where exactly it is, but we should we will be able to add it. So I'm gonna go heal up, and I will see y'all back at the Pokemon Center. All right, guys, we are back. I've healed up. So yeah, we are going to add our 4th official team member. It is another headbutt encounter. It can be found on a bunch of routes and in a bunch of towns with headbutt. So it can be found here on Route 34. I don't know the exact odds. I've never used this Pokemon that I'm hunting for in this game. So I don't know much about how exactly rare it is. I did try to look it up. It really didn't tell me much from what I saw. I like to use a website called Cerity. Obviously, big Pokemon website, very well known. That's my usual go-to for looking at stats, movesets, locations of Pokemon for games. So that's kind of where I went to. It just kind of told me where I could find it as we encounter a Pineco, which is a very cool Pokemon, but is a bug type. Thought about using a Pineco on my team, but I felt if we were going to use a bug type, Heracross fit better, so I chose for that. So Pineco and its Evolution Fortress are really cool Pokemon. Not great attackers, but especially Fortress is very heavily defensive, very bulky, high defenses, high HP. So there's that. We're going to continue to be headbutting these trees until I find the Pokemon we are looking for. I will I'm gonna cut until we find that Pokemon, and I will bring you guys back then. And here it is, guys. Pokemon we are looking for is Execute. I have actually never used an Execute in a playthrough before. Hopefully this doesn't knock out. I was a little worried there actually for a second with how high our attack stat is. I've never actually used an Execute in a playthrough before. It's been a Pokemon I've looked at and considered many times in many different games, Generation 1 and Generation 2. But I figured it fits the team very well, gives us a good special attacking grass type as well as the psychic typing, which can be very good in this game. So there's that. Hit it with another tackle, lower its HP some more. Is a very good Pokemon. It's going to be a little difficult, I will say, to evolve. That is a stone evolution, and it's hard to get the evolutionary stones in this game. The Pokeathlon Dome has them, though I am playing this on an emulator because I don't have a DS or anything right now to record the game, even if I had a DS to record the game on, like I said, was saying. So in the Pokeathidome is very difficult to do on PC. So a lot of that, if I do it, will probably be off screen. So, but we caught the Execute. Grass Psychic type says their shells are very durable. Even if they crack, they can survive without spilling their contents. It is just a bunch of eggs at the moment, or egg. I guess it technically, yes, eggs, and eggs cute. Egg cute. I don't know how to correct. I've always done execute. But we are going to be nicknaming it. What to nickname it? I don't know, honestly. Let's see. I'm trying to think of good names based on the Pokemon and their evolutions. Usually how I do it when I nickname it, I usually go for something I'm not really good at this. Let's see here. I'm gonna figure out a name, and then I will be right back when I have decided what I want to name our new team member. All right, guys, I'm back. I've thought about it, and I'm deciding to name it Sage, which will play on both its grass typing and its psychic typing. With Sage obviously meaning like for the psychic, like a wise sage, and like, you know, the adventurer, wizard standpoint. And then it also plays into the grass typing with sage as like the topping ingredient that you can use when cooking food. So there's that. Let's look at our new team member here. It is a Naughty Nature, founded at level 10. Raised attack, lowered special defense. Not the best nature, but not terrible. It is a special attacker. So maybe would have preferred like a modest nature, but this isn't bad. The ability is Chlorophyll, which boosts the Pokemon speed and Sunshine. So say if you were to use like Sunny Day and then bring out Execute, it would be faster than normally. It would be not a great moveset right now. We do have a move it could learn as well, and Bullet Seed, which would be pretty good. Not a very powerful move, but will give us a grass type move for him to have. So we will get rid of Barrage. Again, not a great move. Only 10 base power, as well as its physical. Not playing into the good special of said Pokemon. Also, I forgot about U-Turn. U-Turn, as I say, if Baki could learn it, which it can't, would be a very good one. Rock Tomb could also be a good move for someone to have, though it'd be good, but I don't want to waste it right now. There's a Pokemon I want to get later in the playthrough that will be able, it would probably be better on, though I don't know if it would be as useful at that point in the game. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look, and I might at the beginning of next episode teach Rock Tomb to somebody, kind of figure some stuff out as for that team member and the current team members that we have. But with that being said, I think we're gonna call this an episode. The gym took us longer than I thought, but at the same time didn't. I was hoping with Baki he would get closer to the level cap of like 19 by the time we got to Whitney and learn a certain move, Brick Break, which would have been it's a fighting type, physical fighting type move, which would have been super effective against both Whitney's Clefairy and Milk Tank. Would have been very good. Probably saved us a lot of time on that gym fight, but kind of went in underprepared. Took us 3 attempts. It's whatever. We got it done in the end. Added our 4th team member. In the next episode, we will continue with our journey and work our way north of Goldenrod to, I think it is Ekritik, or well, technically I guess we'll check out the National Forest in the Pukaatha Dome in the next episode, see what's going on there. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment if you got something you want to, just interact with the video. Likes and comments really do help get the video out to other people and everything. If you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. Gonna be more content like this coming. Obviously, we're gonna be playing through the whole game, including post game, all the post game, all of it. If you know, you know. But we'll be doing all the post game. Hopefully, you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next episode.